Hello everyone, my name is Trevor, I go by TheMrTrails, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we have some builds for the new and improved Tragic Echo. Is it worth playing? Let us find out. Do the stuff for the YouTube algorithm, drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, comment down below if you have a favorite memory of the Tragic Echo. And if you are watching this the day it goes up, then head over to the Twitch for your chance to win a Hunt Pass giveaway. Any of the Hunt Passes that you want, I have codes for. Before we talk about the exact specifics of the build, let me talk about some general stuff. Number one, you are probably going to want to be using the Revenant Omnicell, as it is the easiest way to kill yourself. If you are playing Escalations and you have the Lifesteal passives active in your skill tree, then you are going to have extra healing that will keep you alive longer. And it's a lot harder to combat this with a Disciplined build than a Revenant build, because with a Revenant build, you can use the Revenant ability and just stop yourself from healing. The other thing I want to talk about is if you don't have your Tragic Echo upgraded, then I would recommend that you don't do that. The difference between 2 Rage and 3 Rage isn't that big of a deal, and the less defensive rating can help you die faster. That is the goal of this, and the Tragic Echo's unique effect does not get any stronger when you power surge it. We have a couple builds today. We have a Radiant weapon and we have a Terra weapon for you, but you can actually run a couple of different variations of the Radiant weapon itself. You can and probably should run the Rezakiri unique effect, but you can also run the Valimir unique effect. There is a bit of a quirk with Revenant where you can get to max HP with Tragic Echo on, but the majority of the time you're going to be playing at low HP anyway, so the Valimir unique effect isn't going to get as used, but you can actually get back the Valimir unique effect while you're in Tragic Echo. Maybe some math could be done to see if it's remotely worth trying to do this, because, you know, having the extra damage on Valimir unique effect if you are in Tragic Echo at the time, that could actually be pretty darn powerful and even make up for the amount of time that you are spending not at maximum HP. But when you do get to maximum HP in that Tragic Echo, you're probably just going to want to use Revenant again, because Revenant will be dealing a ton of damage in that instance. So then I would recommend the Rezakiri unique effect for this build. You can run this build on any weapon you want to, except for Axe, because we have Berserker on it. So we'll have our Chronivore weapon with Cunning and Catalyst inside, and then your mod and special for your weapon of choice. I have the hammer on this build right now, so Mighty Landbreaker extended clip. Again, you can replace this exact build with any weapon you want to. Axe would just probably be the least optimal. And we will run the Rezakiri bond on the weapon. We'll be using the Revenant Omnicell and the Pangar Lantern with Catalyst for max DPS. And then for the armors, we have the Tragic Echo with Berserker inside, the Timeweave robes with Rage inside, the Torgadoro gloves with Berserker inside, and the Chrono treads with Pulse inside. Aether Drive Blitz Frenzy for a build of 6 Berserker, 6 Catalyst, 6 Cunning, 6 Overpower, 6 Pulse, and 6 Rage. You can make an armor change here to make this slightly easier to get. You can use the Shroud chest with Overpower inside instead to get the same perk summary. But there are more Umbral Behemoths in the game than there are Radiant Behemoths, so in a min-max sort of way, this is the more optimal choice. If we want to turn this into a non-Catalyst build, because people would ask for that, you will just make this Molten instead, and then you would change the Catalyst in the weapon to literally any cell you want to, maybe Adrenaline for Strikers, and then maybe you probably want more attack speed on like a hammer, so you throw Assassin's Frenzy in here, and boom, we have our 6 Berserker, 6 Cunning, 6 Overpower, 6 Pulse, 5 Rage, 3 Assassin's Frenzy, 3 Molten. And then we have a Terra weapon variant of the build, because the Radiant and Terra weapons, you're going to have extra revives. That matters a little bit more in Hunting Grounds. In Escalations, you might not care quite as much, but it is nice to just save your revives anyway, just in case you take an unintended death, or in the event that you don't actually have a Tragic Echo active on the one death, then you can actually just save yourself from it. And we're going to be running the Agorist weapon on this. Again, use any of the weapon classes that you want to. Axe is probably the only one that you would put an asterisk towards. You would want to turn this Berserker into an Adrenaline for that. Inside the weapon, we have 3 Catalyst, 3 Pulse, and we are going to run the Karabakh bond for this. We are again going to be running the Revenant Omnicell and the Pangar Lantern with Catalyst for maximum DPS. For the armors then, we have Tragic Echo with Berserker inside, the Shroud chest with Berserker inside, the Timeweave gauntlets with Cunning inside, and the Chrono treads with Cunning inside. Aether Drive Blitz Frenzy, and 6 Berserker, 6 Catalyst, 6 Cunning, 6 Pulse, 5 Rage, 3 Deconstruction, and 3 Overpower. You can also run the Timeweave robes with Berserker inside to give yourself 6 Berserker, 6 Catalyst, 6 Cunning, 6 Overpower, 6 Pulse, 3 Deconstruction, and 2 Rage. This is probably the better option here, but just note that you do have a ton of Radiant resistance on here. One of the only times that resistance actually matters is in the case of using the Tragic Echo, because you want to have less resistance to die faster. So here are some of the clips, and I'll take this time to talk a little bit about why this is almost good enough to be very playable. As I said in the update video, there is one major thing holding this Tragic Echo playstyle back from its true potential, and that is a bug, or you could probably call it an unforeseen consequence of the mechanics involved. And that consequence being that if you kill a behemoth in the Tragic Echo state, once that's over, then you will just revive in the Tragic Echo state once again. And this will mean one of two things when it comes to how you have to play with the Tragic Echo. You either need to try to die as early as possible in the fight so as to not kill it while you are in the Tragic Echo state, or you basically just have to use the strategy every other behemoth. And the likelihood is you'll probably be doing a mix of both of those things. Your kills with the Tragic Echo can be much faster than with a Predator build, however the caveat to it is that you'll be wasting time in between fights if you accidentally kill the behemoth while in the Tragic Echo state. So if I had to guess, the positives and negatives would just end up evening things out in the long term. But we will see. I will probably end up doing a reforge with the Tragic Echo over on the Twitch today, so if you want to see that, head over there as well, in addition to your chances of winning a hunt pass. But that'll be it for this one, guys. Once again, drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, and I have been Trevor, I go by the Mr. Trails, and I will catch you guys next time.